Hello everyone. I apologize, we have missed 5 minutes of this practice session, but here we are. This is going to be the first practice session of a very long season here in F1 IRL. I am your commentator, Callum G247, and I am going to be taking you around the hour and a half here of this very wet so far Australian Grand Prix. This is just a practice session, of course, no points on the line today, but it is going to be extremely interesting to see how everyone's pace is, if they can get to grips with this track before Sunday's Grand Prix. And well, we have, as we mentioned, seen a little bit, obviously as I mentioned, we have seen a little bit of the action so far, with actually IRL, the defending champion, currently sitting top, and definitely looking to retain this championship. The man that tested him all the way last season, Scarfix, is in a different league. Hopefully he can join us later on in the session, but for now we do have 16 drivers, one who's been disqualified already, all looking from tier 1 and tier 2, all trying to get as much practice as they can in the way and hopefully dry fairly soon before this weekend's Grand Prix. And well, I don't think you can take too much of this time with the drivers hopefully doing all their teammates after Sunday's pre-season testing, which we sadly did miss. But I'm sure the drivers will still be up for it today and definitely looking to really improve that TTH. Well, kind of getting a bit messy there. On the train custom weather, as it's a practice session. This is Leaf Pratt. Oh, I think it might have been for our F1 team, and the Red Bull, was it Fatal or was it the other Red Bull of North Bean? And they two kind of getting themselves out of all sorts, but I suppose they love to spin around to crash, maybe just try not to get disqualified, like unlike that Williams. But you can do it. This is a practice session that is allowed, and hopefully for these drivers they can cut out these mistakes for Saturday. And my controller keeps turning off. So apologies there, and hopefully they can cut out these mistakes for Saturday and bounce on this season. We're on board with the Mercedes man of TTH here. I think he had a slightly disappointing season, you could say, last season, getting very unlucky, but let's hope he can bounce back with some solid points here in Australia. But he comes into the pits. I think the weather is changing slightly. We've got Lee Pratt as out. Oh, very good driver. I think he did manage to secure 3rd place last season in the championship. And then 4th place was JJ Rock, and then I'm not going to tell you the rest because I can't remember it, but I remember that JJ Rock also is in a different league now, but hopefully he can join us later on in this season. Practice session, you know what I meant, hopefully there. Apologies. Some yellow flags in sector 1, I think that was a few drivers just slowed down to let drivers get by. That's kind of really fighting the car here, nearly loses, but he keeps it under control here. Hopefully he can stay in a lap here and we can try and go on board here with the McLaren driver. That is Rubbernecker on his right. Hopefully it doesn't put him off, but he doesn't realise he's there, and I think there's a bit of miscommunication there from the two drivers, but I'm sure he'll manage. I'm sure he will survive after that one there. Oh, that's a Red Bull of North Bean getting all out of shapes here. It's a tricky corner to get right, and it might make contact with the force India of, I'm assuming that would have been Benjamin's Prime. It was definitely indeed there, or was it Lee Pratt? Actually, it could have been any of the two there, apologies total, and it was, but getting all out of sorts there, and that is just proving you how hard this wet is, and this is what the drivers need to get used to. It could be wet for the race, it could be all dry, but that is what this practice is for, and really you want to make all the mistakes now, all the mistakes you can, nearly kind of losing it there as he's going to come into the pits. As he's going to go again, he gets in the throttle a bit too early, and I think he's going to make the wise decision to come into the pits, and I think we could see the majority of these drivers now. Yeah, I think we're going to see the majority of these drivers pit and for the intermediate time. Both Norton again nearly hitting that wall coming to the pits. I think damages off, and that is active 134.1. That extends his gap, but obviously it's an intermediate tyres, not a bad lap there for the reigning champion. I think we're going to see the majority of drivers now come on the intermediate tires on top of the axe curve. Here he is, our reigning champion, and first of all, axe curve, hello.
Hello.
Well, first of all, I want to ask you, you know, you've reflected on last season, you've won the championship, and just, you know, what's your feels now coming into this season and you try to go for this second championship?
Well, I think second championship isn't going to be nearly as easy this season. I mean, I've got much more quicker drivers around me. Some people have been here now for 2 seasons, so they know everyone who they're racing. So I don't think I'm going to have nearly as easy of a championship this time.
Well, have you got any personal goals for this season? You know, obviously the championship is a big one, but have you maybe got anything, maybe cut out retirements, can maybe cut out some incidents you're having? Is there anything, you know, personal goals you want to maybe try and beat this for this season?
I think I definitely want to finish the championship earlier, but also I think I want to just sort of reflect on my previous races and just sort of cut the incidents, because yeah, I know that it's been quite bad, but yeah, I'm just gonna try and cut out incidents and controversy.
Yeah, definitely, because you were not short of that last season. And have you got anything to say for this season up and coming?
I think it should be a very good season, and I'd make sure you watch if you're watching the stream now.
Well, thank you very much for that, and I wish you the best of luck for this up and coming season.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye mate.
Bye.
Just on board with TJ Troll here, getting a little bit of action with the Williams driver. He goes off the track and, well, makes a move. Great move there by the Mercedes man, and he's going to come across like here. I don't think he will improve, or he might improve. Where will this put the Mercedes driver? Comes across line. Oh, P7. Not a bad lap there from the Mercedes driver at all there. And that was actually there, the Cyberman right here, who's in the pits. The Cyberman right here, hopefully he can bounce on that season of success, you could say, and try and get that second championship. He was the first ever champion in IRL history, as that was his first season. But I'm sure he would like to make it too, and he said that he wants to cut out controversy and controversy. He was not short of that at all. He had a lot of incidents last year, but he had the pace to back it up, and you know, it's very interesting last year, and it was, you know, he's had incidents and incidents and incidents, and you know, he managed to back it up with results, and he says that there, hopefully he can kind of apologies there, they get rid of that for this season up and coming. Just on board with Rubbernecker here. Another driver did very well last season and doing well. He was always there or thereabouts, but I just don't think he could have ever really got the consistency to get that win. He's now jumped from the Haas. I'm pretty sure he's in the the Force India last season, if I'm right in saying. So change it up for him, and I think he's actually joined by Scartrix, the man that was fighting for that championship last year, and that will definitely be a threat to look out for the constructors. But not just them, you've also got Axcare, the man we just talked to, and JG Rock's Looney Moo is in tier 2. If you're, I don't want to get used to, if your team must be driving the silver for tier 2, but Axcare and JG Rock are going to be in the silver for next season. What a threat they're going to be. Apologies again there, sorry about that, but what a threat they're going to be. Third time lucky, hopefully. What a threat they're going to be for this season. So they definitely are not shy of being each other's teammates, and I think they could definitely wrap up this Constructors title for this season. But again, I'm just talking very, very kind of early and talking about this. We're actually getting more of a dry track now. Drivers coming out the pits. Maybe seeing if they could get some dry tyres, and my controller turns off again. Great. I think of the other Leaf Pratt, and there's on the P3 now. Kimmy, I hit the P3 as well. One of the men who's going to be really going for this tier 2 championship, and you know, I think he's definitely not one to kind of do not forget about this man's name. At this time next season, we could definitely see him in tier 1, and it's definitely going to be a nice battle between him and the man Morgs 6908, my commentator last season. He has got very good pace as well, to not write him off just because he's a commentator, and I'll definitely be rooting for him for this season. I can't be biased, but I am in this stage, but I will not be commentating here too, so I'm allowed to say that. But I just actually got to go on board with him here, kind of put him under the pressure, but I think the track is dried up a little bit. I don't think he'll improve too much, but tier 2 obviously that's a new thing to IRL. There was no tier 2 last season, so you know, drivers, if they're not fighting for points, they still want to fight for that seat. We could definitely see a few drivers drop down this season, and they're going to have to try and improve. Razorgate may keep this seat in tier 1. It is such a competitive grid here in IRL, and it just kind of ups the ante even more now for whatever car you're in and however quick you are. And then as he comes into pits, we've actually got 2 people with the soft tyre fitted, and that is actually for our F1 team coming out of the pits with that soft compound of tyre. Kevin here, will he try and finish his lap here behind the Renault driver here? Gets DRS, and DRS is being uneven. Can he improve in this lap time? I think he will. It doesn't put improvement up out of P3. 134.3, very impressive considering that was on the intermediates and what you could call a dry track. On board with Rubberneck here, one of the first drivers out on the dry component tyres. It's going to be a significant difference here. Definitely a significant difference here. On the Ulsoft compared to the Inters, they nearly hits the wall there. And here it is, we're going to go on board with Rubberneck here. He might be going for a long run, but we'll definitely take us around a lap here of Albert Park here. He comes into turn 1 here, 4th here, not wanting to get too wide, not wanting to cut that corner, getting nice and wide out on the curb, and using all the grip possible, all the track possible. A very hard brake, so it's easy to lock up here, but he does that very nicely there, and he gets very early on the curb and manages to then very nearly spins the car, and then he gets on the grass. He's going to spin the car. If damage was on, he'd have been out of the race. Not great there for Rubbernecker, but he can try and get rid of the mistakes for this season coming, and that is what practice is all about. We've actually got a first, actually not got a first, we've actually missed a few, but Ferrari F1 team at size 124, he's actually the first one to set a lap time on the dry compound tyres. Great there to see it from the Ferrari driver, hoping he would score a little bit higher than he did last season. I don't really score many points frequently, so not a bad way to kick it off at all. We've got a few on a lap. We've got Morgs here on a lap as well. We've got Onymu, I think is it just in? I think he might just be ending his lap or starting his lap. Yeah, he's going for a long run in the sauce. I don't expect anything magic, but it doesn't look to be extremely bad time so far. It doesn't look great, but do it doesn't matter. He might still get semi-higher. I think it'll be second place. Yes, it is. It is, but Fake Defiance is taking over at 1:27.3, a tenth quicker. And there we go. He has just bet Ferrari Fun Team's time, and that is that. That could kind of upset him about that. Can he take that the first place off him again? Obviously, this doesn't mean too much. I don't think he will. He's going to drop back a little bit. Well, I was going to try and get Lee there, try and get an interview, but he just came out the pits and hopefully he could maybe try and get us on his outlap. Hopefully we can for our sake, but this man did very well last season. Get that P3 in the championship, and I think he could possibly be a real contender this season. I don't think we're going to be able to get him, but oh well, that's life. I need to learn to try and get him a bit quicker. When they go in the pits, I don't think we'll get many interviews now, as all the drivers are really out on track, but oh well, that is just our life, innit? But PDH12 actually goes up at the P6 here. I go slightly wide at turn 1 there, and the time's really starting to show here between all the drivers, and we've got Benjamin's Prime out in the lap, so still not set a time on those soft compound of tyre. We've got the Renault driver here of King Brian. Is it King Brian? Yeah, I think it is. On a lap here. And I think he's going for a long one as well on the ultra soft compound. That is the softest compound available here at Melbourne. And we are looking to see a one stop here. Ultra soft to soft, you can stretch the ultra softs out a decent amount. Then onto the soft compound tyre, and then take them to the end of the race. I think that'll be the main strategy we see here. The two stop isn't really quick around here, and the one stop is fairly easy to do. Axkiff here, our reigning champion, he comes across like, can he improve on that time he set? He does, but not enough to come into that P1 and cannot displace Rubber Necker at the moment. Here is the Renault driver of Morgan. He is racing in Tier 2 next season, and we'll just see what he can say here in a long run here on the super soft compound. We'll come into the last sector here, slight lock up the front right, but keeps the car nice and wide here, throws the car in here. Now at the fourth gear, get as much rotation as you want, don't get in that dark watch he did there. And at the second gear here, all late apex here, set yourself up for this last corner. Really don't want to lose too much time here. It sets you up nicely for the straight here. I don't think he'll improve, but let's see. He does not improve his 4 times down, but he will go again as it is a long run. He hopefully can clear that Williams. That's lead track. A 123 flat. Good luck there actually. And if he keeps going, that's very impressive then from the Force India driver. Oh, that is a Renault getting all out of shape here. That is King there, and he gets all out of shapes here. I thought it's King Byron. I didn't even realise. I do apologise to him 100% there. King Byron getting all out of shapes and on that curve as well. But that's practice. That's what it's used for. It locks up, gets soft crash there, but let that curve by there, so fair play to him there. Right, so let's go on board back curve. The championship winner, Lasses, I think I've stressed that quite a lot now, I think I should stop saying that. But that's a big deal, you know, he's got a very high legacy to kind of hold, and let's hope he can do it for this season. You know, it's a hard thing to do, especially with even quicker drivers in this league, and it's going to be even harder than last season. And it just shows how much this league has came on, and actually going to come out the last sector here. And that's Kimi actually at 122.8, and 2 tenths quicker than Lee Pratt. A very great lap there from the Ferrari driver, and definitely showing his true pace to try and get a tier 1 next season. And well, the way it looks, he's not really got many other men. Oh, 3 tenths up for Axcare, that's P5. But the way it's looking, Kimi does not have any real threats at the moment, other than really, I think everyone's tier 1, other than, actually, Lumimu, it just went up into P7. Good luck there from him. And this man here, Morgs 6908. But is there a little bit of sandbagging going on here? He did it in the pre-season testing. He did it plenty of times when we doing practicing. I think we're seeing a little bit of games here from the ride-up man job. I can't wait for his reaction when he's actually really slow in Australia. And that's all because he didn't use this practice to his advantage. So there's a lesson learned for the Welshman. And let's just see, can we see any noticeable sandbagging? I think we should keep an eye on this, because, yeah, look at that. Yeah, he is well sandbagging it, there you go. He's just been exposed live on the stream. Mog 6908, you are a sandbagger. Right there, look at that. That is really put about someone who's definitely not sandbagging. Lee Pratt, what a lap there. Puts him, displaces Kimi there from that top spot, and puts him at a professional first place, but it counts for nothing because it's but oh well. And we've got the driver still on track doing some long runs for this race. I have invited Rubbernecker to the party, the Haas driver. Hopefully for our sake he can join. And we have got Axcare still on track, Kaiser Bob, Kimi, Lee. We've got most of the drivers are actually allowed copy, and Rubbernecker out of track. So actually now copy's not out lap, so we've got every other driver out on track other than Rubbernecker. Well, hopefully we can get Morgs in for here, because there's literally no one else out on track, and here he is. The man himself, Morgs 6908. First of all, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Well, right, first of all, I need to ask you, you've left me to go into tier 2, and have you got hope for this season? Do you want to win this championship? Or is it just a case of sandbagging it like we've seen you in this practice session already?
I'm not sure yet, to be honest. I don't know the pace of everybody in tier 2. At the moment, I know Kimi's quick, I know Benjamin's prime, I think it's pretty quick, and there's a couple of other drivers that look like they could potentially be quick. I'm not sure my pace compared to them at the moment, so at the moment I'm saying my aim is a couple podiums, but after Australia in the first few races, those things may change. I may be going for the title, but we'll see. My aim at the moment though is just a few podiums that season.
Well, looking forward to Australia. What is your aim for this weekend?
Well, as I mentioned before, with wanting a couple podiums that season, on Sunday I'd probably want a podium. That's my aim.
Alright, and my last question, can you stop sandbagging?
No.
Well, thank you for your time, Morgan, and I wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
We are now joined by Lee Pratt, so first of all, hello.
Hello.
Well, I want to just say, you did very well last season. I think I'm right in saying you did finish in 3rd place.
Yes.
Beating JJ Rock for that 4th
Yeah.
place. So are you going to try and get another top 3 finish, or do you want to maybe challenge your top runners for this championship?
Yeah, I want to be in the hunt for the championship this year. Make not as many silly mistakes, so try and score points in more races and be up there.
Yeah, because you do have that outright pace. We've seen it in plenty of different tracks, so is it just, cut out the mistakes?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, just focus on the consistency. Learn when to push and when not to push, and try not to make any stupid mistakes.
Well then, looking forward to this weekend in Australia, what is your plans? Looking for a win, podium, or just some solid points?
Yeah, just concentrate on getting some solid points on the board for the first race, but yeah, looking to be up there with the front runners, so. Yeah, I'll be looking to pounce.
Yeah, well, unless you've got anything to add, thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck for this season.
No, that's all right. Yeah, thank you very much. Speak soon.
Right, bye.
Ta.
Sorry about that again, my controller, but that was Lee Pratt and Morgan there. Both raced in different tiers, but both looking to be scoring some points and podiums for this season. And I am going to just quickly leave you for about 2 minutes. So I will leave you on board with Kaito up here to start a lap. Hopefully, no, he's run out of fuel, so we're not going to leave you with him. We're going to leave you with Kev. There you go. We're going to leave you with the championship. The championship winner last under all the pressure, and let's hope he can deliver under the 2 minutes where I won't be talking. And I do apologise for that, anyone, but it happened. actually back. Sorry about that, everybody, but I am back, and I don't think we did miss too much action other than Alex kept coming into the pits, so I had to switch over to Lee. Lee Pat there, trying here for the two. Kind of been put under the pressure there, but I apologise that I had to go there. We've got about just under an hour remaining here in this practice session. My controller turned off about the 8th time tonight. Great. Yeah, oh, it's been one of those days, and that is, whoa, who is that? It's Cammy set fast lap, 1:22.4. Very good lap there from the Ferrari man, and well, definitely setting an example to all these drivers, and the likes of Morgs definitely going to be scared looking at this kind of, and seeing Kimmy up there, and he's sandbagging a full race. Look, yeah, it's obvious, isn't it? It just is. I think that should be his aim for next season. Sandbag a bit better, but my controller keeps turning off. Okay, I apologise about this, but I don't know what's happening. Right, yep, Morgan comes across line, 3 tenths down again this lap. Hopefully we can see this man get better on his times as he's coming up to lap. I think that was one of the Williams drivers. JJ Rock is down in the session as well, that is good for him. I think he's about to start his first lap here, so we're going to go on board here with the Toro Rosso driver and see what he can do. So, GG Rock here still on a lap, but hope for his sake we could do something a bit better. And his first lap of the season for him, unless he did pre-season testing. Kaiserberg goes quickest 1:22.2. Very good lap there by the McLaren driver there. The JJ Rock actually went quickest, I do apologise there. JJ Rock, but oh, what a good bit, kind of insert yourself into the lobby. First lap, and there you go. Hopefully we get to see Scartrix is in the lobby. I do not see him, I don't think he is committed to join. Obviously he doesn't need to practice, but well, and there's one of our other tier 2 drivers that is not been into the party. So first of all, remember to include your audio, if that's okay. Right,
yeah.
So first of all, hello.
Hello.
So, obviously you're new to this league, so you're in tier 2 if I'm correct, so is your aspirations tier 1 next season? You know, work for this, kind of get us some good points, podiums, and get us tier 1?
I wouldn't say tier 1. I would say, wait, what drivers are going to tier 1 next season? Is it the top 1 or top 2?
Not too sure, I think it might just be place dependent, not too sure on that one.
Yeah. I would say finishing top 3 would be nice. But I think that's a bit of a stretch, if I'm honest.
Well, how would you compare yourself to likes of Kimmy, maybe Morgs as well, you know? We've not really got to see Morgs.
I would definitely say I'm definitely off the pace of Kimmy and Morgs, but I've still got a bit to show, I reckon.
Oh, well, that's definitely the right attitude to go into. So looking forward to this weekend in Australia. What is your kind of aims for this weekend?
Top 5. Top 5 is what I would like.
Top 5? So it seems pretty reasonable. So, get anything else to add?
Yeah, be interesting. I definitely got a solid teammate alongside me, I think. That's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, your teammate is just...
Benjamin Prime.
Oh, definitely. That will be a very good combination this season.
Yeah. Yeah, we're changing it from Red Bull to Ben Bull this season. since it's a team of Bens.
So do you not think you can keep the pace with him?
I think I might be able to keep the pace up with him, but I definitely think he'll be the #1 driver throughout the season. I think if I'm gonna win a race, it'll be Mexico. If we're going Mexico, I can't remember.
I'm not too sure either, as a short and calendar. Well, you're definitely going the modest way about it, so I do wish you the best of luck for this season, and thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
Right, bye mate.
Right.
And that was one of our other tier 2 drivers there, Northbean, hoping to kind of improve in the 16 places in right now, and see if they can try and get a good result and try and boost himself up into P1. That's actually storming by him there. And I'm going to try and get JJ off the party before he goes out. JJ Rock. There we go. Hopefully we can JJ Rock in, the man who finished 4th in the championship last season, and give one. Hoping he can maybe try and put in a challenge for this season. I'm sure that's what we'll hear from if we do get him to join this party. He's sitting 2nd right now in this practice session. He's definitely came and inserted his quickness up into P2. He's in a team with Axkev. I hope, because it says he's in the Sauber, I'm assuming he's just in the Toro Rosso for this. That's Axkev up into P1, 121.5, but on the ultra soft tire. Apologies, that is a big one though. That is a big one. Oh, there he is. Just talked about there, tried to get his attention. Got that. I'm assuming it's Sauber for this season, JJ Rocks. So, first of all, hello. I'm not too bad then. Pretty quickly ask you, look, you finished 4th place, was that an appointment not to get that fed?
Well, yeah, I kind of blew it in the last few races, Japan and USA, where I could have got it, but yeah, not really that much now, just focusing on the next season.
Yeah, well, you say focusing on this season, what is your aims for this season?
First.
First, you're going for this championship. Do you think you'll get it?
You never know at this stage, but I'm going to do everything I can to try and win it, yeah.
So, if you're looking for this championship, who's your biggest rivals here?
I would say Scartrix, Lee, maybe Rubbernecker, Axe Curve, yeah, all those people, maybe Optics, but not sure.
Yeah, and I'm right in saying you are in the Sauber for this season with Axcurve, am I right in saying?
Yes.
So, you said he's one of the drivers that are the challenger, so do you think, Team Wonders will be a player? Do you think, no matter what team you're in, you're still going to, fight it out?
I think we will still fight it out. I think we'll help each other in the long run if, for instance, another rival is battling with someone, one might try and hold the other one up for the other person. But when it comes towards the end of the season, we're on similar points. I think that's the point where it comes to we are individual drivers and we've got to fight for it ourselves.
Oh, a lot of people won't know this, but you have got experience with being with Josh's teammate. He's won a championship in the other league. Do you think he could get a constructors league as well?
Yeah, I think it's definitely on the cards. Definitely.
Alright, well, we're looking forward to this weekend's Australian Grand Prix. What is your hopes for this race?
Australia's not my strongest track. I'll just be hoping to pick up a podium on the first race, really.
Alright, well, unless you've got anything to add, that'll conclude your interview.
Yeah, no, just looking forward to the new season.
Alright, well, thank you very much for your time, JG, and best of luck for this season.
Alright, thank you, mate. See you later.
Alright, bye. I would invite casual, but he doesn't have a mic. Hopefully, Rubbernecker at the pits could we get him in time. Possibly. Let's see, does he have the generosity to join our party? Hopefully we can. Obviously, that is most of the tier 1 drivers are speaking to. We spoke to all of the top 4 now, other than Scartrix, so I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully we can maybe catch a few other drivers when they're in the pits, and hopefully we can get a great season again in IRL. What a season we had last year. It went all the way down to Brazil when Axker won it. And it was a great season, and talk about Rubbernecker, he is in the party, so remember to include your audio, that's a big one. And so first of all, hello, how are you? I'm not too bad. So first of all, we're going to just kind of look at the last season. How would you kind of describe last season? Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. I was double checking out. We finished 9th last season in the constructors and the drivers, sorry, and I don't think that represents your pace at all. So you've mentioned that it's just consistency you're really wanting, and kind of getting that right strategy, getting the right setup, and hopefully, you know, do you think you could see yourself as a front runner if you get all these things right? Well, we're looking forward to this weekend at Australia. What are your hopes for this weekend? Well, unless you've got anything else to add, that will conclude your interview. Alright, thank you for your time and best of luck this season. Alright, bye mate. That was Rubbernecker I did just speak to on his season. He's actually just on a lap slip. We did catch him at a slightly bad time, but oh well, he's now just leave the party. Sorry, putting you under all the pressure here. Aye. Alright mate, that is Scartrix now joined us out, so to add to this roster for this practice session. There's 18 people now we're going to have for this practice. That is very good for this league indeed. And I can speak to Scartrix later on when he gets in, and we've missed a few drivers. I think they've just come out on our laps now, and that is Robin Egger finally left the party. There we go, he's managed out, figured out how to do it. Proud of him there. So I'm going to try and get him as soon as he's in the lobby. We'll catch him, we're going to get limited practice. As soon as I see his name, I'm going to try and speak to the man who was getting this second place, who came second place in the championship last season. I'm going to maybe try and get him in now, if possible. And let's just see if I can find his name. I cannot find his name. Lucky for him, he's going to have to wait an extra little bit. But we have now got just over 30 minutes left here in this Australian practice session. Again, apologies for the slight break in the middle. That's working all out of control there. The man sandbagging it, and then he just became a sandbag into the wall. There, he's hot! Oh, he's just hot. Kimmy, the man, he's going to be fighting in the championship. He's got a 5th place grid penalty. That is poor from Morgan there. Come on, I know he is. He is put under pressure by Kimmy. He's just reversing at the back of him. And he just took out the man that he's going to be fighting with next season. And that's pressure, so well done Morgan there for that one. Sorry about that there, my mic did cut out. But I have invited Scartrix to the party. Hopefully I've not given him an inch of time for that, and let's hope if he can try and get me quickly. And then as he's during the party, I've managed to catch him before he goes out, which is good for me. So first of all, remember to your audio file, and right, nice. So first of all, you?
I'm alright.
Right, well, good to know, and I'm going straight into it. So last season, you finished second place. I think you know that by now. So I think, where do you think it all went wrong last season? Is it just consistency, or was it you did miss a lot of the start of the season? So do you think consistency in making races is what you need this season to kind of put a fight on for this championship this year?
I think it was more, the consistency, freshen out during Mexico. That was probably the turning point. Japan as well was another one, but I feel like I could have had the title if I was a bit more consistent around those tracks, but yeah, it's what it is.
So is the title the thing you're going?
Oh, of course it is. It's what everyone's going for this season, but I feel like it's mine this year. Or this season.
You want to go for this title. We've also had JJ Roxon, he wants to go for the title. We've had Axcurve going for it. We've had Robert Riker, he's slightly optimistic as well going at this season. So who is your kind of main targets this season? Who do you think is going to be the toughest challengers, to stop you winning this championship?
100% Josh. He's probably the one who's going to give the biggest fight, depending on if he can keep it clean. Rubenecker is a very good driver, and so is JJ. But definitely Josh, if he can keep out of trouble.
Oh yeah, definitely. And looking forward to this weekend's Grand Prix, what is your hopes for this race?
Just to win. That's what I need to do. I need to win this and start it off strong.
So second place, you're disappointed.
Oh, 100%, yeah. That's not what I'm looking for here.
Well, so
I need to.
So do you not think that's putting you under a little bit of risk? Is he going to get held up? He just got held up by is that failed fines? I think it was. But do you not think that's going to put you under a little bit of pressure? Like that could lead to more mistakes.
I don't think so. If I'm just about to finish my lap, you can see what I'm about to do.
Alright, well, no pressure. No pressure. You're multitasking pretty well here. You're gonna come across the line, you go. I'm assuming you're on a long run. It's P6, not a bad lap at all there. 1:22.5. But
Yeah, it was decent.
yeah, so you're saying that's not putting you under pressure. So do you not think that could get to you though at any point this season if you want to win this race? You know that could really kind of get to you.
No, I feel like with this season, I feel like the tracks are probably the best for me. I feel like I can pretty much first 6-7 races probably am gonna be mine. I feel like I'm probably one of the quickest around there. But yeah, it's just see what comes up. Well,
Unless you have anything else to add that could conclude your interview.
oh,
Nope. Alright, well, thank you very much for your time. I will let you get on with your practice now, and best of luck for this season. And remember to warm
Cheers,
your
man.
tyres up in the formation lap as well. It's a big one.
shut up.
I had to waste it at one point. And that was your man, Scarfix here. If you don't understand why I said that there, in the practice lobby, he talked about how the formation lap doesn't matter and how it doesn't really mind. And then he was leading the race, and then out of turn 11, hopefully we've got a driver coming through it at any point. Yep, right here, bang on the curb and spun it in the wall, just to your right hand side there. The Scartrix lay, and he was in denial that it was the car's fault, and it was his fault, but we all knew it was, and let's hope he can cut out these mistakes if he wants to put a challenge on and snatch that title back off Arts Curve, the second season of IRL. Hopefully we can get TD Show here. He is gonna join. And he's not gonna join. That's a shame on you, Will. He's not gonna join the interview, and I'm assuming it'll be the likes of lines. I want to score points. Let's not get took out, and I'm going to be really bad. I'm joking. I'm assuming he just wants to score some points for this season. He won't be scoring some points here in Australia. So I think I can there you go, that's it summed up pretty easily for you. Since he's not going to join the party, we've got no other drivers in the pits. Actually, I've not done Kimmy, it's Kimmy at the pits now. Kaiser Rope doesn't have a mic, so we are going to wait, unless we can get Stuffle Van Dorn and Brendan Hartley in front of them. I wish. None of the racing F1 anymore, that is really fun. So obviously, this is going to be a shortened calendar, because it's nice like this. We've got a short calendar for this season as the F1 2019 game is being released for late June, which is very nice indeed. And actually, for our F1 teams, that's a very nice helmet. I'm not gonna lie, very nice indeed. Yellow flag set to one. Who's binned it? Not too sure. But have to wait and see for that. And well, talking about helmets, Lord, yeah, what is that? Is that just green? Just green? Oh, that's horrible. Let's get a better angle out here. Oh, it's not nice at all. Some bits of red on the side. That's poor. That's poor. His driving's better than his helmet design. Jesus. Oh, that's a nice red. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, that's a nice helmet from Fatal Defiance. Some blue, black, and red. Very nice there from Fatal Defiance. We've got an alright helmet in it, red and white. Not too bad at all. Scarfax, he's got a default helmet, can't judge that. Leaf Pack, he's got black on. No. That might have been for maybe a memorial race or something, I'm not too sure. He's not took it off yet. Kaiser Bob, he's got a pretty nice helmet as well, some bits of black, bits of red, bits of yellow. Pretty nice. We've got Juju Rocks in the pits, Cowie. Oh, that's a nice helmet, I like that. Matching that red Ferrari of his, and that's from the pits as well, so I think we should stop. Oh, that's a nice helmet. That's really nice. Now, I should stop looking at people's racing helmets and focus on their actual racing. actually. I might try and get Benjamin's Prime in the party. Well, he is not doing anything. Oh, apologies for my phone there. Hopefully we can get Benjamin's Prime in the party very soon, and here he is. One of the other Tier 2 drivers for this season, I'm right in saying. So, first of all, remember to include your audio. That's
It's on.
Alright, well, first of all,
I'm all good.
well,
How are you getting on?
I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, we're going to look at this season for you. You are true. You are, I'm assuming, you're looking to win Tier 1 for next season?
Sam, yeah, absolutely.
So, do you think to win a championship for this, or do you think it's just a bit of consistency, a bit of good results, and that could get you there?
Chalk up as many podiums as he's the man to beat, and that's a good target to have because he's very, very. So yeah, he's the man to beat. He's got a great big tag. Just got to go and get him.
Yeah, have you got eyes on any other driver racing in Tier 2?
I don't know fully who's in too.
I can tell you that Morgs he's true. He's sitting in the third actually. We've got you've got Northbean. He's
my teammate. Yeah,
Yep,
he'll be all right.
Speak to
I'll
him
see
earlier.
right.
He seems very kind of confident, but I'm focused a lot more on you now. So obviously coming to the Australian Grand Prix, what is your hopes? Is it a podium or just some solid points?
Well, I don't really get on with India, so points is the card. Podium might be a bit beyond reach until I get to grips with it.
Yeah, well, you think, for this season, what is your kind of aim? Is it just kind of get some consistent points, results?
Just try and maximise the potential of the car. I'm not quite unlocked it all yet, but it's a work in progress. Hopefully I'll get quicker as time goes on in it.
Well, unless you've got anything else to add, that can conclude your interview.
I am just looking forward to the season coming.
Yeah, definitely, it's going to be an interesting one in Tier 1 and Tier 2. Thank you very much for your time, and I do wish you the best of luck for your season.
Thanks for having me. Take it.
Alright, bye mate. That was Benjamin's Prime there, I think. Yeah, Benjamin's Prime. I nearly forgot about the in the Red Bull with I think, is it not Ben? I don't know. His name is Ben, so I'm assuming it's not Ben, but I'll call him North Bean. Hopefully I'm going to get in the party now. It really is an interview. I'm really going to try and get this interview off him. One of the other Tier 1 drivers at the moment. I've actually also got Monday, we might get him as well. It's probably a good one to get. Yes, joined TJ as well here. First of all, I'm going to ask, how are you?
Alright, how are you?
I'm not too bad. You've joined, you've made my day.
Well, I'm sure you'll understand that a busy man running all these leagues.
I could not relate. So, go straight into it, and I'm going to just kind of reflect on last season a little bit. How would you describe it? How would you kind of say it went for you?
It wasn't my best.
It was.
I mean, I always had I think you missed it, but there was kind of a spin in the middle of the season where I had a lot of DNFs that were, quite frankly, bullshit. It was just a really bad run of luck, and it carried on for like 5 or 6 races, so it was 5 or 6 races with no points. So hopefully I can get more consistency in the middle part of the season this time around.
Well, what is your kind of hope for the drivers in? Do you think, you came 10th last season, is it another top 10 finish for you?
So it's actually 9th because Jared Blue will have been removed from the standings, so everybody there will have been bumped up a place.
Oh well, so that's 9th then. So, is that so, that's top 10 still, so is that still something you want to keep going for this season?
Yeah, so top 10 again is definitely the aim. Obviously the incentive this year is that Tier 2's in, and nobody is safe from the promotion relegation system that is now going to be in place.
Yeah, definitely. And well, looking forward to this weekend at Australia. Is it just kind of try to get points again? My phone's went off. Sorry. Is it just try to get some kind of points on the board?
Yep. So points, a point, just get something on the board and start off the season consistent. Finished second here last season, which I don't think is going to happen this time around because we've got a lot more drivers here now, a lot more competitive drivers, so it's going to be a bit more difficult to get points here this time around.
So, are you confident for this weekend and this season in general?
This weekend I'm not so sure. I'm not feeling overly comfortable on the track at the moment, but there's still plenty of time to practice in. As far as the season goes, yeah, I'm feeling confident about getting out of the top 10. A lot of tracks I'm a lot more comfortable with this time around.
Alright, well, unless you've got anything else to add, that can conclude your interview.
All good, thanks, Callum.
Alright, thanks for your time there, and I do wish you the best of luck for this up and coming season.
Cheers.
That is a weird angle there from Scar Trek series. Also near the end of the pit lane, but we should focus on something else. We've only got 20 minutes left here in this practice session here at Australia. I should probably maybe try and drivers in for interviews, but most of them are out at the moment. We've got coffee actually happening. Good day actually. Might do it, might not. We'll see. Maybe give him an invite. I'm not too sure what tier he's in, so I might find it out. I think that's TDH will now coming out the pit, so I've delayed him a little bit, but he's having none of it. He's back out on track. TDH will. Let's hope he can get a good season. So obviously he's now been followed by the Haas of probably it's gonna be Scar Trek, so yeah it is. We're now reaching the semi-closing stages of this practice session with setting first at Canal. Got Cowbob in second, Kimmy and Moggs representing the tier 2s, doing very well. Moggs has finally got his sandbags released from the car and actually put on some good laps, which is good for him, hopefully. He could do a bit better for this Australian Grand Prix. It will be a very interesting fight between these two. I'm not too sure if it's getting streamed, and if it's going to be streamed, it will not be on this account, it will be a different account. Just keep updated on this Twitter, which is Formula, I don't know, it'll be something like, I don't know. Alright, so I will check for you right now. So if you want to keep updated with the league, you can do that by keeping updated on the Twitter, which I'll get for you right now. I'm not too sure exactly what it is, but it is where you can find it the most, and also on Facebook they do keep you updated there. It is at F1 IRL. Keep an eye on that for any updates on what is happening with this league. If you want to, if you want to join in yourself, message TDH on Xbox or even on Twitter, and I'm sure he can get you in for tier 1 or tier 2, or even there's a rest of the world league as well. So, and they're also in a 100% league, so there's definitely a way we could get you in racing in this league. And focusing on this practice session right now, we've got Morg still on the lap here. Doesn't look like he's pushing too much, as he may be going for a flying lap. That could be interesting. So, yeah. That's actually more coming out of the pit, so I think he must have done a fast lap because he's up at P2, so that probably explains it. But he's still not set. I think we've been doing a bit of a short race after this. I'm not too sure. I'll keep you updated on that one. That'll be interesting to watch. Definitely. That's kid they just improved his lap of 121.5. Not too sure. I don't think he did. I think he's just starting the lap. Actually, we'll go. We're not going to go on board because he's backed off. Oh, who's that? That is Northbean, who spun the car just to come out the last sector where Daniel Ricciardo famously nearly goes on the track. There's no way of these two drivers have been deadly here, and the thing shut off. I just got a message from Morgan Kennedy there. I said farewell to my beloved sandbags. I think we should all kind of just respect that he's kind of realised I shouldn't be this slow, but it's actually going to be really interesting. Between him and Kimi, they're two extremely quick drivers in their own rights, and it's going to be such an interesting battle. I'm assuming we'll see these two drivers in Tier 1 in no time, but they're going to be focused on this Tier 2 season up ahead, is in the pits at the moment, and I'm sure we can definitely see some great action between the two. Actually, Scatrix and all that now, I'm assuming. I want to think someone who's got a fast lap in Ultras. Really keep an eye on that. Rubberneckers on Ultras at the moment doing a longer run though. I'm trying to see someone that I've not done interviews with. Not did Looney. I should probably do him. Oh, he's just. Wait, not. I could probably get him quickly actually. I'm gonna do this. I've invited Looney out the party. Hopefully we can get him in before he goes out for another run on the tyres that he's on. I'm not too sure if he'll join, but in the meantime we will keep an eye on Rubbernecker. He's back off his 4 laps on Ultras. It's not a very long run at all, but definitely something we'll see. I think we're going to see most of the drivers on Ultra tyres. And here he is, the Sauber man in Tier 2. I think Sauber. It is Sauber. Looney Moo, first of all, include your audio. That is good, important. Yeah, I guess that show just include your audio first. I've did that. So go on to the party, and then it should say. And then does it say at any point, like it should say parties being broadcasted? There'll be a wee square saying include your audio. Yep, and then you just pick that up.
Yep, done it.
Alright, well, now the stream can hear you. So, first of all, you are new to IRL. So, you're racing Tier 2, I'm sure you're aware of that. And what are your hopes for this season up and coming?
Just a bit of good clean racing, a bit of fun.
So, do you think you could get a few wins, a few podiums, or is it just, all about having fun, which is definitely not a bad thing?
I get the odd podium. Others make mistakes.
Do you have any aims for a season, for like, position wise?
No, not really. Take it as it comes.
So, how would you kind of put your pace compared to the others that you're racing with? Or even just in this lobby now?
Well, there's one very quick guy, Gilly. He's very quick.
Yep.
And the rest of us are fairly easy most of the time.
Yep. Well, we're going to look forward to this weekend's race in Australia. What are your hopes for this race?
Keep it out of the wall, because I don't like Australia very much.
Well, unless you've got anything else to add, that can conclude your interview.
Well, thank you very much.
Alright, well, best of luck this season and thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Take it easy, mate.
Alright, bye.
Bye-bye.
And that was just the Sauber driver Volodymyr, one of many raced in Tier 2 this season. Let's hope he can really kind of kickstart his season this weekend in Australia. So apologies there. Suffering with a little bit, but the others starting to lap fairly soon. Hopefully we can see a few on the ultra soft tyre, really kind of showing the real pace. We've got failed defiance, he's run out of it's really early, so he's been pushed in this lap. Can he improve? He's only been on them for a lap. We should see an improvement here from the Red Bull man. He's got DRS wide open, it's a short run to the right, run to the line compared to the other. He comes across the line, it is an improvement by 1/10, but it still keeps him in P9 though. It does not close like at all to the front 8. Look at the front 8, they're in a league of their own at the moment. between from Atskev to Lee Pratt, Atskev, Scarpix, Morgs, 608, Kites above 99. Kiwi 7, MF 16, GG Rocks 04, Rubbernecker 32, and L Pato 7. I don't know why I read out the full gamer tags, but it felt pretty cool to do that. That's why I did it. So, between them and the links 10, reached the lap to this one here, 55. 6 tenths. That is a decent amount. And let's hope that gap can close, get Benjamin's time on the lap. The one we did talk to earlier, I think we've talked to the majority of drivers, not all, so I do apologise. If you didn't get an interview, if you do want an interview, just message me on Facebook or even on Xbox, CallumG247. If you want an interview for any of our practice sessions, I can get you in. That is no problem at all. I just, focusing on the kind of main ones is I did not get to do pre-season testing last week as I was having some slight issues with the game. And I am probably going to leave you with Morgs 1608 for the next minute 30 seconds because I'm going to nip to the loo. And let's hope he can take it away on a great lap or few laps here around Australia. Apologies to everyone, that is me back. And we've got a majority of the drivers going on off-soft laps. We've got Axe if you're slightly getting in the dirt, I'm assuming. He about to start a lap, or is he about to end a lap? He comes into the pits. We've still got Morgs, Kaiser Bob out in the lap, he's about to start a lap fairly soon. GG Rock, I'm assuming always just starting a lap just there. Benjamin's Prime is also set up on ultra-soft tyres as well. So, Axe if actually set his lap on ultras. And the rest are really not in this top kind of 7, 8, top 8 group, to be fair. Hopefully Morgs 1608 is actually on a lap here on the super soft tyre. I'm assuming he might be coming to the pits. Yeah, how long's he been on these tyres for already? Yeah, oh, he's in the wall again. It's not the first time we've seen the Rennet man make this mistake in this qualifying session, so definitely another mistake there that he wants to cut out for this weekend's race, because that would definitely ruin his race here. Now, on board here, we're going to take you through a lap here of Albert Park here, the Haas driver, the man that is wanting this championship. He wants to win, and he's put himself under immense pressure here. Let's hope he's warmed up his tyres correctly, like he would in the formation lap. He comes into turn one here, very nice here, DRS open, right, overtake enabled here. in the third gear, you really want to get that car rotating out. I'll probably put the fourth gear, try and get as early in the power as possible. Don't want to get over that curve too much, but it does it nicely. Don't want to clip that inside curve, you will spin the car here. Now, the sector's flat here, he's going to get 26.9, he's only 0.015 up on his personal best here. Now, up at the sixth gear, right tight next to that wall here. Very good there from the half driver here. Now, it's going to be third gear, he's going to try and get right over that bump. He's not going to, he's going to sit in the fourth gear. He's going to defy what I would expect him to do. He does slightly clip that wall. He's not staying as tight as you would think to that corner. He does slightly drifts in, but not as much as personally I would. He's down into 0 ERS. Has he backed off this lap, or is he going for maybe a few more after this? 7th gear DRS over there. Still looks like he is pushing the car. I would not write it up just yet. Now, coming at the last sector here, 4th gear. Coming brilliant, a very tricky section of corners. 6th gear, going to keep it in 6th gear. Outwiding, I think he might be pushing a little bit more now. Is he going to be up in his time? Can this be a lap that puts him further up with the other guys? Obviously this does not mean anything, but it could definitely kind of give an insight for the people's pace at this race. He comes across the line, it does not improve and you've got to go for another lap, but we've got to put focus on some other drivers that might be on lap. Kaiser Bob is on a lap here. Kimi actually goes quickest at 120.8, a great lap there from Ferrari man on super soft tyres as well. Great lap there from the Ferrari man, who's definitely going to be looking to win the championship, and he is definitely looking like the favourite. But do not underestimate this one here, the Welshman Morg 1608 here. What can he do? His name sounds like a phone number. Let's hope he can phone, I don't know, phone a taxi and be quick. I've got to say something because it sounds really cool. That went to nothing. Morg's here, on the lap here, what can he do? The 4th gear, come in, you do not want to clip that inside curve, he does that very nicely. Out here into 7th gear, brakes nicely on the brakes as you would for a corner. He's got Scarfix in his right here, gets by nice, he's got to stick nicely to this wall, does not want to make contact with that grass top. The rubberneck gets nicely out the way down now. Will he go into third gear and go over that curve a lot more than we have seen recently? He says he does that so smoothly, no wheel spin at all on the exit, which is very easy to do here. Round Albert Park here, comes into the Melbourne sign here, a very tricky turn 10 and 11 here. Will he spin the car? We've seen him do it many times before. Into 6th gear, on the power early, but he does that very nicely again here. And I think it's not going to be a great lap, but it's still going to be a lap indeed here. 4th gear, on the power as early as possible, come out in the last sequence of corners now. 5th gear, get as much rotation on the power as early as possible. In the last 2 corners, you're going to see 2nd gear, get as much rotation as possible. He's actually going to go 3rd gear. I was wrong. Now into the last corner now, 4th gear. I've not seen too much sandbagging this lap, but you never know with him. Yeah, it looks like he's sandbagging a lap, but or is in a longer run. It's a 21, 24.3. It is a long run here from Morgan. Scarfix is also about to start a lap, maybe he's not. I want to see some quick laps here from TD as well. He's not quicker. We've only got about under 5 minutes here left at Melbourne. Have we got any last minute interviews to get? We need to get Kimi, don't we? Gamer tag. I'm trying to get Kimi in this party. He is the favourite to win this Tour 2 Championship, and let's just hope he can not let that pressure get to him at all. He can really pounce and kind of not let that pressure get to him and kind of excel in this championship, but it will definitely not be easy. I think we're not going to get Kimi in a party, but well, we do not mind. He's probably focused on trying to get a good lap in here for his practice session at Australia. And it's on Motor Scarfix is just behind. I think that was a Renault of Motors yellow flag sector 2 on sector 3. Let's see, it has now been cleared, but that's good for him. And don't we have more yellow flag sector 3s that just can't get out of the way or mistakes happening. Scarfix coming the pits, hopefully he can get out again. Setting on a lap time. JJ Rock here, is he on a lap? No, he's not, he's just kind of warming up the tyres. Alex Curve still in the pits. I think that'll be him over. Majority of people have hung up their helmets for this session, but we've still got a few on track. Will we see anything else from Moggs is still up there? He's still going to try and get as much practice as he can, but we've now got a few folk there going for the glory. They want to top this practice session. Kaiserbob and Kimmy here, both going for this. We're going to put Kimmy under all the pressure. He's been put under pressure to win this, and let's see, can he deliver here in Australia? He sets up the car nicely for a lap here. It's very, very good exit here onto the start finishing straight. He's going to take us a lap round here, Albert Park, and let's hope he can deliver for his sake and my sake. He's going to keep it in 7th gear because it's going to help him slow the car down out of turn 1. 4th gear, clip that curb nicely, does not get the power that early. He doesn't do that the cleanest way he can, but it is still quick. He's going to keep it in high, in 7th gear, sorry, into 3rd gear, slightly clips the apex. He's going to keep it in 3rd through all this section. A short shift up into 4th, get the best traction possible out the corner. Into 6th gear, does slightly clip that. He does unsettle the car a little bit, but he keeps it under control. He's a 1/10 down in his personal time, but I'm sure he can make it up during that 4th gear. Uses all the bit of track possible. He keeps us nice and tight to that right hand side as he can now. And this braking zone here, will he take as much curb as we've seen? No, he's not. He's keeping in the 3rd gear, out in that curb though, out as close as he can to that wall, close to the grass. He's going to keep it to the left as much as possible. A tricky turn 10-11. We've seen many drivers make mistakes, and the rival Moggs for this season has made mistakes, but he takes that so nicely here into 7th gear. He's going to keep it in 7th, I'm pretty sure, and it's going to be a 4th gear corner here. If you've seen the bottom right, he's done it 4th gear on the power nice there. He's going to probably go down into 5th gear here through this corner, and down into 2nd gear for this corner here. If I do this right, yes, he slightly misses the apex, but it might slightly compromise this turn out the last corner here. VRS open, he's run out of VRS here. What will the time be as it comes across? It is going to be a 1 minute 20.5, 3/10 quicker than his lap before. And Kaiserbob is 0.07 down, but JJ Rock is also up in the lap here, so keeping an eye on what he is doing. Is he on the lap now? He's 2/10 down, coming into the last sector, 8th gear, going to cut the corner, I think. As JJ Rock's session over as it crashes the car, and the light. Kaiserbob here, he is just down on this time here, but can he improve coming at a sector split? I think he's only 0.063 down, so do not count this man out just yet to beat the session. He's 6/10 improvement in this lap. It looks like he's backing off a little bit, but you never know here. 4th gear, power as early as possible, throwing that car and really fighting the car on exit. 6th gear, keeps it in 6th gear, all in 5th gear from Kimmy. Now, is it going to be 3rd gear? It's going to be 2nd gear, get as much rotation as possible. Now, into the last corner here, what if you can keep your foot flat as long as possible here. Out the exit the corner here, it comes across line. Can he get 1st place? And he does not. Kimmy, please stay, because we're trying to try and get you for an interview. So, I'm pretty sure you're going to win this session. But, so, first of all, how are you? Is he left? Kimmy? Hello. Do you want to do an interview? You up for it? Right, well. Yep, go for it. Just remember to include your audio. That's the big one. Yep. Right. I'm sure you know, you've got all the pressure on you to deliver this season, I think. The most people that I've had in, they've said your name for tier 2 to be champion, so is that some added pressure, you know, that you have for this season?
No.
Are you not going to let that get to you at all? Everyone's expecting you to win this championship.
Yeah.
Not
I
at all.
heard that as well, but
Yeah. Well,
let them talk. Like, it's not the first race yet, or like, anyway. So, yeah, there's still time.
yeah, definitely. So, I'm assuming your goal is for this season to win that championship.
I hope so.
So, who do you think your biggest rivals are? Obviously, you don't know many people, but who do you think kind of the main contenders are going to be?
Interesting. I don't know.
You don't know.
I will only see on Sunday, isn't it? So
Yeah, definitely. Well, talking about Sunday, what are your hopes for this race? Is it podium or is it to get that win?
win.
So, unless you've got anything else to add, I think that can conclude your interview.
All right.
Alright, well, thank you very much for your time and the best of luck for this season, Kimmy.
Thank you.
Alright, bye mate.
Bye.
Well, there you have it. There's a man that is going to be going for this Tier 2 championship this season. And that'll conclude the stream as well. What a practice session we've been here. We've got to chat with basically all the drivers. I hope this will give you a great insight for this season up ahead in Tier 1 and Tier 2. If you did enjoy if you liked what you said, please do tune in on Sunday at 8 PM for the Australian Grand Prix. I will be commentating and it will be a lot more competitive action, and points will be at stake, championships will be on the line, and your seat will be in the line with likes of Cammy and Morgs, many others that we're talking to tonight. We'll definitely be looking to get that seat in Tier 1 and no one will be safe. And that just shows you how interesting this season's going to be. I want to thank everyone for taking part. 18 drivers in a practice session is very good for this. Let's hope we can keep it up, and let's hope we can get a full grid for here on Sunday. I want to thank every single one of the drivers that came for me for an interview tonight. And I want to thank you for the drivers as well. I did mention that, and let's hope they can get a great season for this up and coming season. I am being your commentator, Callum G247, and I will see you on Sunday.